Right from the period of the British rule, English has been playing a vital role not only in the health and vitality of the intellectual and cultural life of our nation, but also as a medium of instruction at all levels of education. In nutshell, English has come to be recognized as the medium of growth. Generally, what is true about language in relation to the growth of human beings and civilization bears vital relevance in regard to the role of English in the intellectual growth of the Indians and Indian society since the days of the British rule. English is not only a language of rich literature but also of law and jurisprudence, of science and technology. In short, English for Indians has proved to be the window of the world. Nowadays, the best single measure of the intelligence of an educated or a citizen is the size of vocabulary. This is the age of the speech machines. Telephone, radio, gramophones, audio and video cassettes, compact disc players, television and stereo sets with audio and video facilities have enlarged the powers and functions of English language on the world stage. Human relations and associations have cut across the regional barriers, and the modern civilized man must be prepared to maintain the links of international communication. With the advent of computers and advancements in software technology, communication in English has become quicker with more precision. He who knows no foreign language knows nothing of his own is quite relevant and appropriate in regard to the place of English language in India. We will be confining ourselves in intellectual prison after gaining political independence if we give up the study of English language. The rich literature of English has cast such an influence of it on the literature of the regional languages that new literary movements have sprung up in the fields of poetry, fiction, drama, and even in literary criticisms. The various literary movements such as oriented and factual criticisms that Kannada literature has witnessed owe their elegance to a great deal to the developments of literary movements in English literature. Further, in India, despite a clamor for dominance of regional languages, and English has come to stay as a link language, the means which enables an Indian to communicate in English in any nook and corner of India. It is in this perspective that English is taught as a foreign language in our country, with a view to enable the aspirants of higher education to pursue a greater academic achievement in the realms of law, jurisprudence, science and technology. A legal luminary of yesteryears once stated that it would take more than 50 years to translate the law books of the Bombay University Library alone in the regional languages. This speaks volumes of how English is vast literature house of knowledge. In India, while teaching English as a foreign language, the following methods such as translation method, structural method, direct method, bilingual method, so forth were tried in the classrooms. After sufficient experiments, generally the district method and structural approaches are adopted in the classrooms while teaching English as a foreign language. In spite of that, the situation in India is so tricky that it renders for the teacher high impossible to totally depend upon a single method in the classroom while struggling to familiarize English with the pupils. No doubt a teacher sufficiently plots in the class to create English atmosphere by forming situations, but in spite of this laborious and strenuous exercise, he fails to convey information to the fullest extent as the pupils' native language habits obstruct them to learn English which is alien to them. Hence, it becomes quite difficult to teach the four basic skills of English language, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing to the maximum extent in the limited periods allotted to a teacher. Much of what is taught in the class gets split with many pupils still blinking at the teacher in awe with their heads being a whirling mass of confusion. Hence, in such a situation, adoption of translation method and bilingual methods in a judicious manner in the classroom will bear fruition. Professor also advocates this method of adopting mother tongue for a brief period to clarify the obscure. Grammar course should be in continuation with what has been learnt during the high school. They should be taught functional grammar at higher levels. The materials for teaching of grammar should always be taken from the text they study, as such teaching of grammar will be correlated with the teaching of text. Due importance should be given to spoken language, as the true units of language are sentences or group of words. Pupils should be helped to recognize the word order and their functions in the spoken language. Teaching English at the pre-university level meets a complex scenario. Here at this stage, we deal with the teenagers who are in between the age group of 16 and 18 years. Dear sirs, the typewriter written by you last Monday was delivered late yesterday afternoon. Our mechanic has examined it this morning and says that it can be repaired but the cost will be heavy. Therefore, we do not propose to instruct our mechanic to begin the necessary repairs until we hear from you again. You will be advised to buy new first-class standard model and to allow us to take the old machine off your hands as part of the transaction. Our latest model has been said is wonderful specimen of specific scientific knowledge applied to typewriter construction to the practical requirements of everyday professional and commercial work. Any special feature of any other make of machine that appeals to you as its equivalent in this model. It is well known that 5 high-speed records have been made on it both in this country and abroad. In a case, the winner operated the machine for the first time upon entering the contest room, and the prize, which was originally higher than the prices of others, is now lower than that charged for any other high-class standard machine. The enclosed booklet will furnish you with up-to-date facts which we think will impress you favorably. Further, I would like to clarify you one point, that buying a new machine will definitely help you more rather than spending money to repair the old one. Even after repair, the old machine may not give you good service to your complete satisfaction, at least after 6 months or so. Hence, I strongly make an appeal to you that you should go for this exchange of old machine with new one bearing minimum cost. Further, I take this opportunity to inform you that we are shifting our firm to first floor Vijayalakshmi Market Avenue Road. The present premises has to be vacated as the owner wants to start a new business for himself at this place. This has forced us to look for a new place. We feel sorry that this may cause you inconvenience as the new place is far away from your residence. Thanking you, yours faithfully.